Hey everybody, it's Mattie here with Altcoin Buzz with you on a Thursday, and today we're going to look at a few different stories, including the project review team's coverage of the new DX exchange. We'll let you know what that is all about. We have all kinds of regulatory follow-up to the theme that we touched on yesterday, which was the view of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and blockchain all around the world. So a few different perspectives on fraud in the space, what the SEC is up to, what regulation means in the context of the big banks, in the context of moving things along. But let's begin, as always, on altcoinbuzz.io with a very quick roundup of the news. This was the news for the last week or so. We have three stories brought to us by Chris here. If you've not heard about these, we're not going to linger on them too long, but you may want to go check them out. Spencer Bogart at number one, he said, quote, "Now is a good time to buy Bitcoin." His timing was pretty good because we've seen some pretty enticing price movements since the time of that quote. Number two, is Engine about to strike a new partnership? Spoiler, it is big, and Samsung confirmed Galaxy S10 will include private crypto key storage. There's also the news of Unity, which is partnering with Samsung, which is also partnering with Engine, and so it could be a perfect triumvirate of partners that are coming in here and all complementing each other. It's all potential so far, but this is the kind of stuff, at least, that gets me excited being in this space. And finally, number three, breaking, Coinbase Pro is adding XRP. This in tandem with all of the negative publicity that Coinbase had to deal with. The delete Coinbase hashtag that was trending following the revelation that a lot of user data was shared with some of their service providers, and they knew about it. Let's switch gears now to ambcrypto.com with this article from a few days ago. Financial giants, including JP Morgan HSBC, closing down bank accounts of cryptocurrency companies to hinder adoption, according to this report. Very sneaky, underhanded behavior. Companies operating in the decentralized cryptocurrency space have often been at loggerheads with their traditional counterparts, large financial institutions which control systems that facilitate monetary deposits and withdrawals, see cryptocurrency newbies as disruptors, and some have even shown these crypto companies the door, preventing them from using their banking services. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this straight up illegal? According to a report by Bloomberg, crypto companies have often been, quote, refused banking services by top financial giants like HSBC and JP Morgan. Traditional financial institutions have been wary of the cryptocurrency community since it emerged over a decade ago, with several top financiers labeling the market a scam and a delusion. Here's my gripe with this, is that it's casting a very wide blanket over the entire space. I can point to the Bernie Madoffs of the world. I can point to the scammers in traditional finance, many of which were never held to account, by the way, for their crimes. But there's plenty of corruption. There's plenty of scams in any space that humans occupy. So it's not unique to cryptocurrencies, and somebody ought to tell the bankers that. Sam Bankman-Fried, Chief Executive Officer of Alameda Research, a digital assets trading firm in California, said, quote, "The standard answer of just go to your local Chase branch doesn't work in crypto. It's not illegal for big banks to bank the crypto industry, but it's a massive compliance headache that they don't want to put the resources in to solve." Here's an interesting opinion. Mark Lam of Conflex, a cryptocurrency derivatives exchange in Hong Kong, said the following, quote, "The banking system has never been friendly to crypto, and while maybe that made some sense in the early days, continuing to label all crypto businesses as high risk is indefensible and protectionist. I'm washing my hands of them now and avoid banking altogether." I tend to agree with Mark. That's a nice quote right there. And then you have our very own Shash on Twitter. If you're not following him, at email Shashwat. Whether we like it or not, the more regulated a cryptocurrency is, the easier it is to adopt. And there is an argument to be made that, look, Bitcoin is pretty much, as we stand right now, the most regulated cryptocurrency in the world. It's also the most popular. It's also the most successful. And yes, it's also the easiest to adopt. So there could be some logic to this. I happen to agree with it. On law.com now, fraud in cryptocurrency and how the SEC is applying federal securities laws to stop it. The cryptocurrency space continues to grow rapidly, and multiple federal and state agencies are trying to regulate these evolving markets. Article from yesterday. Well, it looks like I spoke too soon because this particular article happens to be behind a paywall. But if you're interested to check it out and to learn how some of these laws are looking to crack down on the fraudsters in the space, we will link to it in the description below. In other news now, on btcnn.com, EU financial regulatory chief wants new cryptocurrency regulations. Article from yesterday. A new positive twist to cryptocurrency regulations in Europe could be seen as a regulatory chief supports new crypto rule to prevent substantial risk to consumers. We're talking about Steven Major. He's the chairman of the European Securities and Markets Authority and said that he supports the application of financial instrument regulation to assets such as Bitcoin to protect crypto investors. He also continued saying that without these new rules, digital assets would likely fall outside of the European securities laws. I am open-minded to this kind of talk. I'm always willing to have a discussion, really on any subject, and generally speaking. But I don't like the approach, also generally speaking, of, hey, this is for your own good. We're implementing these new rules, these new safeguards, these new precautions for your security, for your well-being. I think that's a tactic that historically, and I don't want to get political, but maybe my libertarian side is showing, but I believe that that's a tactic that has always been used when people kind of want to weasel into your space and take advantage of you and perhaps your liberties and perhaps your money. So while I'm open-minded to this, I don't like that initial argument of, hey, this is for your own well-being and security. However, in Major's opinion, while delivering a speech at FinTech Conference 2019 held in Brussels, he mentioned that where crypto assets do not qualify as financial instruments, regulators are concerned that the absence of applicable financial rules leaves the consumers exposed to substantial risks. Well, that's true, but that's also what draws us into the space. It's a very high risk, high reward kind of space. And for many people, myself included, that's what's attractive about it. Let's be honest. Major finally notes that the utility and consumption rights, among others, which cryptos feature, make the job of regulators difficult. This makes it plain to see that crypto assets cannot be legally viewed from a one-size-fits-all approach. I totally agree with that. We have to get a little bit more granular if we're going to oversee this effectively. Regulation for the crypto industry has become a major goal for countries as they seek to annex the dividend of the industry for their citizens and countries' development. That certainly is the case for some of these crypto havens, the ones that are really spearheading initiatives and trying to give themselves a name in blockchain and in cryptocurrency. Providing appropriate regulations for the crypto industry would make it thrive more and make it safer for investors, at least in the opinion of this author. Let us know in the comments below whether or not you agree. There is some room for debate when it comes to this subject. And in our last piece of news today, this is being brought to you collectively by the Altcoin Buzz project review team. We're looking at DX Exchange, which is aiming to tokenize the financial world. DX Exchange's goal is to help create wealth for people all over the world, no matter their social economic situation. Quote, trade the untradeable and bank the unbankable. So this is all about a digital assets exchange that, again, has the aim of tokenizing everything that has to do with finance. It is an EU-regulated exchange that allows direct cryptocurrency purchases with fiat, along with new options to buy and sell digital stocks and digital ETFs. The platform was built on Nasdaq's market-leading matching engine and market surveillance technology, offering a smooth and functioning trading platform. Offering a monthly membership fee structure, DX Exchange allows traders to trade volumes of up to $50,000 per month for just $10. So as per DX Exchange, the current problem is that trading exchanges now often have a tedious sign-up process, with majority not accepting direct crypto purchases, which makes the system clunky and not ready for mass adoption. There's a lack of regulation, technology, and security also adds to this, and DX Exchange is tackling these issues head on. Here's the solution: a one-stop ecosystem allowing users to buy, exchange, trade, and store fiat or cryptocurrency, digital stocks, and digital ETFs. With the innovative trading platform built on Nasdaq's matching system, DX Exchange aims to have a strong, fast, and secure trading platform which simplifies the buying and selling process, offering enhanced performance and high throughput even in high trading volume periods. Here are some of the differences between DX Exchange and their counterparts. Regulated and supervised by the Estonian Financial Intelligence Unit, the FIU. Fiat to crypto direct purchases on the exchange. Over 70 research and development engineers. Nasdaq technology, matching engine, as I mentioned earlier. And membership fees fixed up to $50,000 trade volume, allowing high volume traders to save. You guys can read more in this article about the proprietary technology, so the NASDAQ matching engine. You can read about the security and wallet features. Partners and investors include NFX, Silicon Valley venture capital firm, Bloomberg Crypto Hub partner, exclusive sponsor of the Bloomberg Crypto Hub for 2019. More information is available here on the fee structure as well. Digital stocks and ETFs are explained in more detail. But here's the big question: why digital stocks and ETFs in the first place? Well, by tokenizing stocks of some of the biggest publicly traded companies like Google, like Amazon, like Facebook, and more, along with some of the highest volume trade ETFs like SPY and QQQ, we are opening an untapped market of millions of old and new traders around the globe, cutting out the middleman. This is the first real connection between the old financial world with a new tokenized world. You can also trade on the go because DX Exchange has the website applications as well as both iOS and Android apps available with a simple and streamlined user interface to take your trading wherever you go. And up until the end of March, there is a $0 transaction fee, which is happening. So you can sign up right away. You can learn more on dxexchange.com, LinkedIn as well, Facebook, t.me/dx.exchange. And they're also on Twitter. Here is the homepage, guys. Again, DX Exchange, digital asset exchange, invest in cryptocurrencies, digital stocks, digital ETFs, in one multi-digital asset wallet. Again, $0 in fees until the end of March 2019. Check them out. We will link to all of this in the description below. And with that, everybody, do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking in on our website, altcoinbuzz.io. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to click the bell to receive notifications every time we put out new content. Check out our last videos somewhere around here. And as always, guys, if you choose to invest on this Thursday now, I wish you only the very best of luck, but enjoy your day. Start gearing up for that weekend, and we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.